Hey there, it's day 2 and today is a big day. So the air conditioners got moved yesterday. Sparky needs to hook up those. The difficulty for the electrician today is that this property has raked ceilings. So there's actually no false ceiling anywhere through this property. So to get power from one corner to the other corner is going to be exceptionally difficult. For me today, it's about getting the plumbing right so we can get the shower bases and the walls in. So because I'm holding up the chippies at the moment, then we're going to have to line some walls and start fixing off on those. My biggest concern at the moment is that the 48 hours challenge that we're doing is not over exactly 48 hours like we used to. We're doing 12-hour days and everyone seems to be a bit laid back. So today's about actually motivating people to push forward to make sure they're doing things as quick as what we would normally do. That doesn't mean dropping our standards. It just means about making sure that we're kept busy and doing good task of time. So let's see how we go today.
So I jumped outside to get out of the way of all the other trades so I could do some nice painting. However, things you need to check for before is there any debris? So note to self, it is nice outside, but from a functionality point of view, make sure you're checking these little things. Otherwise you're going to lose time and efficiency.
So I'm here and I'm a little bit stuck because I've run out of pipe. We're already stuck for time, right? And so for me to either order it, wait, I'm holding up the chippies. I can't actually build a frame around this until I get this pipe work in. And so then by the time you leave, by the time you come back, by the time you order, wait for them to turn up, you're now 2 or 3 hours behind. And it's really an annoying part of stuffing up, and whose fault it is? Completely mine, because I should have picked it up early this morning that we were going to run out of pipe. So what we're doing now is, because I haven't got that pipe, Christine's actually going to be bringing it to me. To make up for lost time, I've got Joel out there looking for kitchens and bits and pieces. So we need to make sure that these kitchens that we are getting are going to be appropriate. Otherwise, we're going to have to flat pack and take someone off a job to make the flat packs up. The reason we need to know all of this is because it's really important to make sure that our plumbing and electrical points are in the right spot, because you cannot have a power point right next to a sink. So what we want to do is make sure right now that everyone on the job is actually using their time appropriately, because the last thing we want to do is end up with a bad back end. We've already lost time, so now it's about making up that lost time so that we can move forward more and more every time that we do a different task. Now I can get this pipe work in, which then means I can get the chippies in to do the floor. It's delayed us about an hour or so. So one of the things holding us up was the electrical and plumbing into one of the kitchenettes. Now we've spoken to the Sparky and spoken to the plumber, and we've worked out there's actually a void behind one of the cabinets which allows us to be able to run electrical, water and drainage into that splashback area and into that kitchenette. So that's a big bonus for today. Communication is really important on job sites. Normally we've got 1 or 2 trades on the site at any one time, but on here we've got every trade working, and so the communication is of utmost importance, especially when we're under the pump. So it's the end of day 2. So today what we did upstairs was I roughed in the plumbing. Rough in is where you put the pipe work in and the drainage in so they can put the shower in. Later we fit it off. We also got the kitchenette put in upstairs. Also downstairs the kitchenette's got put into place and the splashback's got their power put in place, plus the plumbing in there as well. So tomorrow what we're going to do is some plumbing, we've got some flooring, we've got the splashbacks to be tiled off to do as well. We have to upgrade the fire and safety and make sure that we are now compliant with the new rules, because we're changing the usage of this property. At the moment we're a little bit behind schedule, but we've got to make sure that we turn up tomorrow and get a little bit more hectic, because this extra time, which seems like extra time, isn't real extra time. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to see how it all pans out.